Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three snapping crocodigators that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Regan Belladonna, Academy Wizard Extraordinaire, played by Char.
Hi, is that a new mic, or have you always had that? I didn't notice.
Oh, it's the same mic I always have. I just don't normally pick it up and bring it to my
I was
face.
like, ooh, we're doing something new today.
I do have another mic that I've had set up here on the side for like 3 weeks. And I just keep
It's just for display purposes only.
I keep forgetting to set it up, so I'll do that next time. We've got 2 weeks off after this, so
Will
I'll
he
do
set it up in
then.
2 weeks?
Surely I will. In the bottom middle, we have vigilante fighter Mayhem, played by Will.
I am also here. Hello.
And in the bottom right, we have Felix Milos, Maestro Bard. I'll say it either way, every way. Played by Alex.
Hey. I think Maestro and Maestro both work. You just gotta, you use the other one every time. Keep people on their toes.
Just alternate.
And yeah, so I guess let's go ahead and hop right into it. So, last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers, they collected themselves, healed up a little bit, looked through some items that they found on the first floor of the Old Fishery, where they had come to deliver justice to one Gaedrin Lamb, a low-level but fairly nefarious criminal mastermind in the area who had wronged each of them in kind, I guess. You managed to find a secret way into the lower portions of the Old Fishery, which seemed to be otherwise inaccessible from everywhere you looked. And it was a trap door that you broke into and dropped down through, right into the mouth of a snapping gator that you just barely managed to clear before it ate Regan. So that was nice. And also, Mr. Gaedrin himself showed up, alerted by all of the noise and disturbance. He tried to give you the slip while you were fighting the gator, whose name was Gobblegut. Right, I forget the gator had a name. So while you were fighting Gobblegut, he was trying to slip away. You managed to just kind of catch him before he got to the door, thanks to some cool necromancy magic and some attempts to grab him while he was trying to swim away. You successfully knocked him unconscious and then delivered the fatal blow while he was lying there dying. You then continued to investigate the Old Fishery, where you found the importantly for Felix, the information you need to fully convict or to exonerate you and your pup. You also found, unfortunately, fortunately, the deck of tarot cards of one Zalara Esmeralda, who I don't know if she said her last name, but there it is, as well as her severed head, unfortunately, much to your surprise and dismay. The confusion that ensued, you decided to perhaps maybe or maybe not take the head back to her, but at least going back to her house seems to be on the menu. But you also discovered a number of other things in Gaedrin's room and amidst his stuff that seemed pretty valuable, including a mysterious brooch and some little statues, a lot of gold items. One object that I marked as mysterious, but is supposed to be a silver holy symbol with bird. There we go. Okay. And yeah, so I guess as we start the session, I've already given everybody an extra point, so everybody should be at 3. And I'm drawing a new card for the session, and it is the sickness. It's been... Someone brought this up in a previous episode.
Little green.
It's very green, so it got green screened out, but it looks cool. All right, so we got the sickness, I believe. It's a Constitution card, and it's evil.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go
So
and
see
put
if we
that
get down
in.
with the sickness or not.
And I'll go and switch you guys to map view while I'm drawing that. And yeah, you've got this chest of stuff. What do you want to do? Throwing the floor over to you guys.
What the hell?
Yeah, Sorella needs that part for being ahead. That seems bad to be in a box.
You should bring it back to her.
To who exactly if she's dead?
I mean, someone was there.
Whatever we spoke to did mention the fact that it was her brother's card deck? Question mark.
Her son,
Son's card deck.
I think. I think that's
So
what
we have someone to return this deck of cards to. I agree. We probably don't open with a severed head.
I mean,
from
she did
your
say, "Oop,
from your memory, she said that her son, her deck was stolen from her. Her son went to go retrieve it and didn't come back.
oh,
Oh,
I don't think we're gonna have a son to return it to either.
Oh, she knew that her son died.
yeah."
And then you're not sure what happened after that.
I guess she didn't know she died. Well, she did say if you find anything first before she said the Harrow deck. And maybe she meant her head and she didn't want to freak us out that her head was here. Maybe she's a ghost.
I mean, she handled the cards, right? Can ghosts touch things? Well, I guess if the cards were here.
she handled a ghostly set of cards. She handled a thing that we observed to be a set of cards.
Hmm.
Did any of us actually touch them?
I mean, we touched the ones that were in our residences.
It was found or sent, I guess. I don't know how you all got yours exactly.
I think there were magical means involved.
Something definitely suspicious.
I think we should get out of here. Zalar's head is still in this lockbox, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna close the box and seal it as best I can and stuff it into my satchel.
All right. I'll go ahead and drop that onto you then.
And then,
It's not a very heavy head.
Nope. Not very.
Probably an awkward box, but like, how do I put this? We probably want to collect all of these things and get back to the bar and pretty quickly.
Oh, the
Mayhem,
children.
your daughter is probably going to be worried sick about you.
If she's conscious.
I hope she is. I hope they were able to do something to take care of her. But grab what we need to grab and let's get out of here.
Yep, the items are there for you to take, so go ahead, fill them out as you wish. You guys can't see it, right, this time?
Yeah,
Are we
I
just
can
gonna
see
grab
it.
all of it?
We
I
can see
guess.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, we can
Who
sort it
is
later.
the strongest?
That would be me.
Just
So
pick up the chest.
I was gonna say I'm starting to get near capacity limits.
I can carry it all.
We're
I got a
both
little bit
weak.
more, though.
Most of the
gonna
items in this chest are light, so you should hopefully be able to take all of them, I think.
Okay.
I can
Well, I mean,
have an arrow. still.
grab what you want, I guess.
I'll take this cool figure.
I'm going to take this
Oops.
arrow to go along with the other arrows I guess I have. And I will take Solar's deck to go along with the head.
This liquid.
Gotta
That's
gotta
not
get the
weird.
set.
I was taking things as other people. All right, I think I'm happy with my. Now I'm bulk 5, encumbered 5.
So just about.
I'm-
This was too much.
I'll just grab the rest unless anybody else wants anything.
I think
Go
this
for
is
it.
my apparently
All right,
That
I'm just,
brooch.
just shoving everything
It's
into the
heavy.
bag here.
But you could, if you have something too heavy, you can put it back in the bag and let somebody else take it.
Okay, where's the? I divvied up. Here, somebody take this cool. No, I think it's okay. I don't think I'm actually encumbered yet.
Okay.
But I won't take any more.
All right. Well, it looks like everybody's got has taken all the stuff from Gadrin's room.
Mhm.
And this actually includes some things that are in the prior room. There was like some tables with some stuff scattered around. These are the most interesting items out of all of this stuff.
Okay. Just to make sure I have it, the fishery accounting documents are the critical thing that I've been after.
Yes,
Thank you.
it certainly seems like it.
I have to follow the light.
With any luck, I will be able to save my bar with this paperwork.
It looks like he had some other junk on him. Crossbow? Anyone shooting people?
Oh, on Gadrin himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a crossbow and some
take that.
padded armor.
Swap some.
That looks
have
pretty nice.
Might be a little damaged now.
Buddy, you can have all the shit right up.
Oh gosh. You know that maybe that's just okay to be there.
You know, it might be better if somebody comes across him before we report this.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
He can have the shiver.
Well, they'll at least
Sorry,
know
it's got
why he was
very
killed.
quiet Suddenly, let's see.
Let's go behind this.
Okay.
This is locked up.
Oh, what?
Your mic has just gone very weird, Char.
Yeah,
Maybe-
sure.
How weird.
Okay.
Oh, now it's normal.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. All right. I think that's fine. Okay. Cool. Collected some various things, and it looks like Mayhem's walking over towards the door. Is that correct?
I'm gonna check the door and see if we can get out of here.
Okay.
I step on top and over.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. I didn't put the armor in that box. If anybody wanted it.
Oh. One of you two should look at that. I'm all right.
I've only got 4 bulk left. Then I'll be max bulk. Let's
Yeah.
try not to loot anything on the way.
Okay. So you make your way to the outer door in the southeastern corner of the room, past the unconscious Gobble Gut and over Gadrin Lamb's dead body. You guys just leave the gator floating there and Gadrin dead on the floor, I presume. As
Did
you
we need to
make your way
bring
outside.
anything back? Should
I'm
we
just
take
gonna
proof?
tell the guard he's here. Like, here he is. That's what I was gonna do, but
I've been working with an investigator who wants to close my bar because they think that I did crimes that Gadrin did. So my current plan is to tell that investigator and let the rest solve itself.
Well, if he's dead, is he going to be able to talk to anybody?
Felix flips the accounting book. This will tell the story I need to tell.
All right. Is anybody going to question us about him being dead? You know what? Actually, as I'm thinking about that, I'm going to walk over and take out the key-shaped dagger that we picked up off his body. And I'm going to kind of turn to look up at Felix. You may want to look away. And I'm going to bring another head back with us.
I'm like, I don't look away.
I feel like
I'm not
Regan
told
is
to. Just like,
able to handle this.
yeah,
Based
just
on
like,
how well she's handled all of these other wounds that we've taken so far.
I'll
Okay.
deal with that.
So you're gonna take the time to. This will probably take about 10 minutes, I think.
Okay.
To since you're using this dagger to do it.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
don't
really
have
meant
any other.
for cleaving bone per se, but for 10 minutes, I think you're able to figure out a way.
Ooh, I should get a cleaver.
So it's now like 11:50 ish at night. Is after you fully sever the head. I can give you a Gadron's head item.
It's fine.
This
is
I
for
will.
yeah.
I am giving you a Gadron's head.
You were
item.
going to. I expect
That
this.
wasn't a
This
choice.
is mandatory. No. I know I've got plenty of heads to go around. So
Don't confuse the heads. Don't give what's her face Gadron's head, because that would be really awkward.
I mean, it would be, but I think she'd also appreciate knowing that he was dead. So
She's gonna be one of those.
I also feel like we're really gliding over the fact that we dealt with a ghost, and nobody seems really concerned about that.
I mean, I'm not.
A
Why
ghost
would
or
I
something.
be? This is a normal occurrence for me.
It's wild, but how do I put this? We also don't have a better explanation for what just happened.
I suppose, yes.
Maybe she's sticking around to see this through.
I don't actually know where I'm going.
I don't think
sorry.
any
Hold
of
on a
us
second.
do.
Pause. I was trying to make the severed head for you. I didn't realize you guys were walking.
Sorry, we were going out along this gangplank here to the east. Out
Here's your
the
severed
one
head.
door.
You got your
Gonna
severed
walk
head.
fairly slower.
Okay, let me pull you guys back a little bit.
Hi.
Just-
Okay. Walking along this,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. So you walk outside, and now that you're outside, you see. Actually, how much can you see? Okay. You see you're underneath the part of the building that housed all those kids. Like the roof is pretty low. You're having to kind of stoop down, just a little bit, like a couple inches. It's like a couple inches too low. It's maybe only like 5.5 feet of clearance here. And this walkway that you're walking on, it's a big L-shaped walkway of like rickety old wood that's just kind of half floating, half kind of dipping underneath the water. As the tide has come up, it's kind of covered it a little bit. And there's all these like support pillars around that are holding up the building and the upper walkways, which you can see. You can't see them on this map, but they're up above you where all these pillars are, at least to the south. And the walkway itself seems to lead up to that boat that you saw earlier, Mayhem. They conspicuously lead up to the side of the boat for some reason, and you're not sure why. Doesn't seem to be there's no ladders here to get up to the upper scaffolding or anything. It's just like a little L-shaped path over to this boat. All right. So yeah, it sounds like you guys walk out. Looks like Mayhem's taking the lead, making his way carefully over. Are you guys sneaking, or are you just kind of casually walking with all your stuff?
I'm moving very carefully because I hate the water. I'm trying not to fall in the water or touch the water.
Okay.
Do not like it.
I would agree, taking it slow.
Okay.
I'm investigating, but I'm not sneaking. So I'm taking it slow as I'm trying to figure out where we're going next. Because
Okay.
I don't know where we're going. I'm also kind of needing to stay near Regan because of the light source. So
Okay, so yeah, you're not getting too far ahead.
Oh, I can just give you one.
Oh,
Woo! That's how light works now.
It will
I can
remove
give
it off
you
the
a
kids
little-
wherever they are. So
Oh no, the kids! Wait. How many do I have out? I can have up to.
isn't there a range actually on how far those
I
can
think
wander?
there is a range. I think the kids eventually had
no,
no light.
once it's created, I think it just stays, doesn't it?
I'd have to look it up.
Green
yeah.
orb,
It just has an initial
Light.
range.
color you choose. Create the light in the same
Oh, that's the
space.
old light spell, I
is it?
think.
I'm not going
It's
to
called something
attach it
else
to
now.
the new creature.
Oh, this is the new one.
Is it?
It can go up to 60 feet, or you can attach or detach it from a creature as part of this movement. Maybe it just goes out after 60 feet. I can
You can
attach one
dismiss
light.
the spell if you cast it while you already have 4 light spells active. You must choose one of them to end. So no, yeah, you have 2 active
Okay.
currently, so you can
Yeah.
cast
Here,
another
have
one.
another. Ooh, here, have an orb. What color would you like? You look like a red orb person. I'll give you a red orb. Doesn't wait for an answer.
Right, the better. It's better that way.
Is it possible for me to change the color of orb here? Let's see, maybe.
It's very threatening to walk in with a red orb.
I can change the color.
I was gonna say there's got to be a way in. Oh God,
Oh, it's
Oh,
very red.
this is
goodness.
what you wanted. This is
This
what
is
you
what I
asked for, Regan.
wanted. I can't see red.
It's a slightly inflict that on everyone else but you. Thank you, Kat.
I think they can see red.
Regan, you've been at full health for more than 10 minutes, so you are no longer wounded. I believe that's how that works.
That's fun.
No one else is wounded currently, but there are some lower HPs. Okay. Yeah,
I've
so you
seen
guys are
better
just
days.
so after you step outside, you see it's still pretty dark out. Regan, you cast Light on Mayhem, and you guys continue your way, creaking up the platform. And as you get about to right there, right here, you feel the platform that you're kind of walking on. The wood is old, it's rickety, it's pretty. It feels like it could give way at any moment. But something causes the whole thing to shake suddenly. Just like a sudden jolt. And a half second later, something emerges from the water.
What?
A massive shark leaps
Is a pet
up.
shark too?
I'm just gonna go back inside.
I'm thinking that might be a good idea.
Shark. Maybe he was gonna ride away on the shark.
I think there was another door on the other end of that room we were in. We should go. Yeah.
Well,
So I'm gonna need some initiative here.
all right.
Shark.
Perception, I assume.
Yeah, perception.
I think I was investigating. That would make sense.
This is so rude.
Oof.
Water-based combat.
It is.
Oh,
Ooh.
somebody was paying attention.
All right.
I got an 11 with my
What's the
4 on the
creature
dice.
Black
Got a 20 with my 16.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so it looks like we got Felix up first with a 26, Regan with a 20, the shark at 16, and Mayhem at 11. So the shark is currently emerging from the water, and it looks like it's about to lunge at Mayhem. But Felix, you notice it coming before it gets to do anything, so you're up first.
I'm gonna
You're
go
currently-
ahead and
go ahead.
inspire everyone to run away from a shark. So we'll get Courageous Anthem up.
All right. And everyone's very easily in range. So it's action 1.
Clicky. And for action 2, I'm gonna try to daze a shark. If lucky,
All right.
we'll hopefully get give Mayhem a chance to run away.
Let's see. Shark's rolling It just critically failed. It rolled a natural 1
right.
for an 8. It is... so go ahead and roll the damage. It will take double damage and is stunned 1. So 10 damage and stunned. Alright.
The Reason Mind Meld works. It works
I'm
finally.
gonna try and punch it in the nose and hope that that's enough.
Alright. Oh, sorry, you still have an
that's-
action left. Oh, no, that was your 3 actions. Yep,
I was gonna say that's 3 if I can count.
it is 3. Alright, Regan, you're up.
Whoa.
Oh, Felix does say you're encumbered.
Oh, I was rolling this secretly, but I didn't mean to.
I can. Yes. Not electric arc this shark. Maybe I will. That'd be cool.
Zappy shark.
All right, casting electric arc at the shark.
Right, DC 16 reflex save. The shark.
It's still pretty stunned, so yeah, it got a 10 total. That's going to fail.
Zap.
I'm gonna roll the
I
damage.
give it a little zap for 6.
All right, 6 points of electricity, and I've been doing, if it's in water, it has weakness 1 to electricity, so take an extra 1. So 7 points of electricity damage. It's looking pretty beat up, this shark, as it is still bursting from the water. But now it's just angry, so it's going to try and...
Well, I'm just going to, for my last one, just scoot here.
Mayhem just kind of turns around and squares up on a shark. He's got his nightstick in hand. We'll see what we can do.
Let's see. Yeah, it is going to try and bite Mayhem.
Yep.
Attack.
Oh, that misses.
As a 13, that's pretty bad. It'll attack a second time. Whoop. 24 will hit.
Yeah.
And then damage, looks like 10 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And then its third action, it's gonna...
It stunned one because it critically failed.
you're right.
Yeah, I
it is
was
stunned.
gonna
Good-
say,
Good point.
I was-
Good point. I forgot.
It gets nothing.
All right. Ow. We're going to turn and try and beat this thing back into the water with the nightstick to start with. Down, no. This button. And that button. That is a 24 to hit.
Yep, that will hit. Roll damage. It's a big old shark. It doesn't have armor.
All right, 8 points of bludgeoning damage as we just kind of bat it in the nose. We're gonna try and bat it again.
Snoop
This
is boot. Give me
should have done that last one as a combat grab. I will do this next one, or excuse me, as a snagging strike. I will do this next one as a snagging strike, as I'm actually calling it this time.
all right.
12 to hit. I don't think
It's
it's gonna do it.
miss.
Okay.
You try to grab at the shark, but it kind of dips under the water a little bit.
Well, I'm going to run. 5, 10, 15, 20. I think that's as far as I can get.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna back away from it as I bat it in the nose once and kind of whiff and get in the water as it dips under.
All right. Courageous Anthem drops. Felix, it's your turn. Or, I mean, it can be continued, but it's your turn, Felix.
I think for my first action's gonna be attacking this thing at my neck. My second action is going to be running away, as seems to be the trend. So that key that Felix has been tearing apart and putting back together again flies forward once more.
All
Needle
right.
darts. Attack.
Needles from the key. That is a total of 11. That is a miss.
I think I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay.
All right.
Haro point.
You can say whichever. Whoops, I subtracted 2. Alright, arrow point used. That re-rolled to a 21. And that, I believe, is going to hit. Yep. That will hit the shark.
Roll
damage.
that beautiful damage.
2s.
But 2s is what you need. The shards of key go flying at the shark, peppering it along its hide, and it kind of just like dives underwater, leaving behind a trail of blood.
I don't like the water.
Water not cool.
Are there any more? Is there any other movement in the water that we see?
Doesn't look like it. And we'll end combat there.
Done with this water.
Who the fuck keeps a shark for a pet?
Is that his pet or just a random shark?
I don't know.
Just
The same guy who keeps a crocagator.
You could, if you wanted to ID the shark, you could give me
not going near that
a
shark.
nature. I mean, just a nature check is enough to, or society.
Oh, a society check? I can do a society check.
Shark.
Do I recognize the shark from around town? 13 on that one.
You're aware of tales of sharks in the area, but you're not too familiar. You think you've heard like sailors mentioning sharks before, but
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
This
no,
is still a
nothing
little bit
specific.
What about my knowledge of Shark Tales at 21?
I mean,
Shark Tale starring Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Regan, you've heard that. Your school is pretty keen on animal summoning, all kinds of summoning and conjuration, and so they go on research trips sometimes to go look at creatures that you might want to summon, and you would be vaguely aware of jigsaw sharks, which are a type of shark that make their home in the Jagare River, which is where Corvosa, the river that runs through Corvosa. So you would at least be aware that you don't think you've seen one before yourself, but you do know that sharks do live in these waters. But yeah, you don't know much about the shark itself.
Cool. It's a shark.
It's a shark around town.
Oh, your mic is suddenly doing the weird audio thing again. But yeah,
I have muted and unmuted the inputs.
didn't work. It's angry.
Why is it doing this
Why
now?
so angry?
Oh,
Better?
Yeah.
That's
that
better.
sounds fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Still
cursed.
gonna get this sorted one of these things.
I love
Options.
technology.
I know, right? It worked just fine,
We've
and then
come
it's just
so
decided
far.
to change its mind.
It wouldn't be a new season if we didn't have random audio
That's
glitches
true.
and stuff at the beginning. We'll figure it out.
Mayhem's gonna pull out the one last healing potion he has, and he's just gonna chug it because he is feeling very bad.
All right, go ahead and take that sip.
So what is
Did that
1d8?
attack happen? I thought the shark was stunned.
No, it hit me.
It did. It
took
got
2
two
attacks.
attacks, but didn't get its third action.
Which I assume was to drag me underwater or something awful.
Oh, unless Daze was... It was just Daze is stunned 1, right? Oh yeah, Daze is stunned 1. Stunned 1 means that it loses 1 action on its turn and
Okay.
cannot do reactions until its turn comes back around.
So,
I was reading the text, and the text made me believe you get no actions, but
Nope.
healing. There
You
we go.
can't act until the stunned goes away, and the stunned goes at the start of your turn. Stunned subtracts from your actions, and then once it subtracts actions equal to the number, it goes away. Unless you give it stunned with no number, in which case it's just stunned for some duration.
okay.
So there was another door in here.
Felix vaguely remembers that there was something back here, but the room does not appear to be generating a door. So that was
No, you return to the other room, and there doesn't seem to be any doors here. There was some stuff on the tables. You picked up a couple of things from it, along with the stuff that you got in Gadrin's room, but it's mostly, it looks like random stolen junk. Like dresses, clothing, like fine clothing, various assorted things, stuff that's not very interesting to you guys, I presume.
No, not especially.
Felix
How
looks
many
up.
sharks could there be? Oh, you want standing to the shoulders?
No one's got fly. Unfortunately, this is not our forte.
No, I'm not one for flitting around. Speaking of flitting around, is there a way to climb up the side of the ship?
You make your way over to the side of the ship, and go ahead and give me a blind perception check then. You're trying to
Blind.
kind of look for a way to climb up.
Yeah, question marks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You give the ship a look over. It looks pretty old. The kind of like this this walkway. It doesn't look super stable. Like the ship itself looks not seaworthy at all, and kind of looks like it would almost fall apart. There seems to be some decent footholds, but they look like they could potentially give way. So it might be a tough climb. But you could try to climb it to get up to the upper deck. There's also, as you're thinking about this and looking at the footholds closer to you, you notice there's like a slightly off-color panel on the side of the ship, in the shape of a door.
Well, that might be a little easier. Is there a way to kind of pull it open, or is there some sort of switch?
It
I can
looks
find?
more like just a kind of a panel. Like
Okay.
you might be able to just kind of press it in.
Oh, push it in. Okay. Then I'll start pressing. Well, first, I'll kind of listen just in case there's something on the other side. I don't know what they'd be keeping in a boat, but since they've already been keeping a crocodile and a shark,
Sure. Go ahead and give me a secret perception check then, is to listen more carefully at the
question
door.
marks.
You listen pretty carefully. You hear the sound of the water ebbing and flowing beneath you.
Okay.
The creaking of the boat itself, the creaking of the floorboards. But nothing that sounds like any creatures.
I'll push on the panel.
Okay. Oop, sorry, go for it. The door opens, and inside you see the below decks of this ship are pretty old, filled with cobwebs. There's some moldy crates in the back, the north and south, and you can kind of make out. Looks like maybe right in front of you are possibly some stairs up. Right around here, just around the corner. Yeah, this looks like the cargo hold.
I will gingerly step inside. It looks disgusting. There's spider webs and like moldy cargo crates, it looks like.
Oof. How long has the ship been here?
Ooh,
Long enough to work as a hideout.
it's so flammable in here.
Let's
Yeah,
not
as you-
burn everything down.
I don't have fire spells.
As you make your
I'm
way
good with
around
not burning.
the corner here, you can see there's some stairs leading up.
I will head upstairs.
You should be able to, move onto the spot.
got
and
him in two
click the
places.
Stairs.
Click it. Whoop.
And
Ooh.
let's see. let me
Hello.
Bring the camera and everything up here.
It does, in fact, have me in two different places.
Oh, it does have you into it. Right, of course. Let me delete you guys from over there. Goodbye.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like this.
Makes my
Why are
Okay,
there more
so you
spider webs?
Chill for a sec.
Okay.
You step
Now.
out into this, the upper floor, and you're in this room that there's like two doors on either side of the stairs. Kind of, you have to walk out and around to get to the doors that lead presumably out onto the decks. This looks like maybe it used to be like the captain's quarters or something, but again, pretty old, disused. There's like some broken furniture and stuff on the grounds, but tons and tons of cobwebs. And as you start to move forward and try to make your way around towards the doors, you start to notice a ton of these little itty bitty spiders rushing out from all
No.
around you.
No.
I don't notice that.
No.
As a big swarm of spiders.
What are they gonna do if we just walk out? They're just spiders.
I don't know, they're just spiders.
Babies.
Yeah, some of us aren't doing so hot right now, so
They're perfectly fine. Look at them.
Go ahead and give me initiative rolls, please.
I don't like any of these spiders.
They're little, they're very, very small brown spiders.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh,
natural-
we have a
Whoops,
natural
goodbye.
one.
Oh,
I'm back.
it didn't add you to the initiative. Let me update that. Whoops.
Regan's not bothered by
I
these
wonder
spiders.
when Regan left.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe if I can turn these stairs. Ah, fuck. I've clicked it now.
Kind of want to be.
Can I put myself like back where I was?
How cobwebby are these cobwebs?
Can I like? do it this way?
All the cobwebs are difficult to read. God damn it. I'm deleting the stairs. Okay. Can't go back down.
No, I wanted
But-
to go back down.
But yeah, all the
I was
cobwebs are
right.
just difficult terrain. So
Ooh,
it looks like Felix is up first with a 17, then Mayhem with a 12, and then the tiny brown spider swarm with a 5, and then Regan with a 5.
not bothered by these spiders. What are they? What can they possibly do?
Maybe I will just leave you behind as I run the hell away as I'm in the middle of it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Animal friendship time. Let's go.
Spiders are never a good idea. No. Felix will begin to hum another courageous anthem. Getting courageous anthem up with lingering composition so it endures.
Wait, did I give it to the spiders? Oops.
Oh no.
Courageous
No.
spiders.
The spiders are not inspired by the song. That is canonical.
They love
But-
music.
Oh, generally speaking, you don't have to actually put the emanation up, especially if we know where everyone is.
Okay.
It just shows the
Um,
radius in case you're needing to figure out if somebody is within the 60 feet or not.
Then I think I'll go ahead and consume a healing potion because I wanted to do that before we got into this and did not think ahead.
Okay, so you can. It's one action to draw an item, and then a second action to use. So you draw a healing potion and then drink.
And yeah, I think that makes 3.
Okay. Mayhem, you're up.
Well,
While
shit.
Felix finds. I think you actually have to roll the healing juice. If you hit the use, it doesn't automatically run it.
No, it doesn't.
That was a minor.
It's just a 1d8,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, here you go. 1d8.
Thank you.
Man, that's
Nice.
not bad.
7.
I will take that.
Shit, though. I need to get out of here. I'm gonna make my way to the door. So if it's difficult terrain through this, it should be 20 feet.
Yep.
Second action, I'm gonna open the door.
Okay.
Are there more spiders on the other side?
Doesn't look like it.
Third action is going to be to move into here.
All right.
Wonder
Yeah,
if
you.
spiders can
Away from
open
the spiders.
doors.
Am I on the top deck or mid deck of the ship?
Oh, you're on the top deck. Did I not do this?
There's a
I didn't do
wall
this-
around the top deck
Yeah,
here, but that's
I
all
didn't
right.
quite mean that for there to be a wall up here.
That's okay. Okay, so this would be the exit over here to the
Yeah,
starboard side.
there's the big scaffolding that's around the ship that you can get to from there on the
so that would
opposite
be
side.
5, 10, 15. I'm gonna get to the far side of this mast and just wait and see who comes out. But that's my 3 actions: is running the hell away
Okay.
courageously.
Yes.
I
These
have 6 hit
spiders.
points.
The spiders are up first. They will
Going to go down very
use
quickly.
one action to move here to be on top of both. They start crawling all over Felix and Regan, and they're going to use a second action to do swarming bites. Everybody needs to do. Or you both need to do a reflex save, and they roll piercing damage. But it's 0 piercing damage. So but it could be double if you crit fail. So.
I got a 23.
And a 9 from Felix. That is a critical success from Regan. You take no damage. Felix, you got a failure, so you take 1. Wait, yeah, it should be
Minimum
1d4
1.
minus 1. That should be. Oh, it's minimum 1. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So yes, you take. Really, it is minimum 1. Okay.
I think that's a rule that if something reduces by
Oh, interesting. I didn't
As
think
long
that
as you
was the
deal
case.
damage, you deal 1 point of damage.
Okay, so yeah, Felix, you take 1 point of damage.
Ow.
And you're gonna need to give me a fortitude save as well. If you could make it a secret fortitude save, that would be ideal.
Secrets.
I am going to do this
Spider
very
save.
carefully to try and do this correctly. Roll mode. Private.
Should be, yep. Or blind, I think. I
Blind.
forget what- yeah.
Blind, I think, is what you're looking for.
Button.
Question marks.
Ooh.
Okay,
I don't even know.
you don't. And then it will.
Does Felix get down with the
see.
sickness?
It'll do the swarming bites a second time because it can. So again, give me reflex saves, both of you.
Wee. I got a. Well, we'll never know.
Much
a
better.
20.
20 and
Yeah.
a 22. Those are both successes, but not quite crit successes. So you'll both take half damage.
So it's.
Again, it's a 1, so half is a 1. So you both take 1. they're just biting you a little bit here and there, and I need fort saves again. Both blind, please.
Fortitude blind.
Yep.
Let's see. Da, 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 da.
Okay. All right. Felix, you're starting to not feel so good. You take a point of poison damage, and you're enfeebled.
I know I don't feel good. I'm surrounded by spiders.
You start to feel really itchy in the arms and legs where they're biting you.
Itching ya.
All right, Regan, you're up.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay,
hold on.
so 5:10,
5,
open the
10.
door for second action. And then third action, get outside.
If you
1,
clear the doorway.
2, 3.
Okay, you get out of the doorway and out onto the catwalk.
No. What's in here? All right, I'm happy.
I thought that was
So this
Char
is-
just objecting to your use
Wait,
of catwalk there. I was like,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
No, so you're
No
over the
bugs.
water here. You're like 10 feet over the water.
I know.
Okay.
Things can jump.
True.
They're
Yes.
jumping things. So
In
I'm
fact,
here
the shark can jump 20 feet as part of its attack.
Fantastic.
now. Damn it.
I didn't get to do it.
That actually persists because of your meta magic, correct?
What does?
The effect, the Courageous Anthem that just faded. Where'd it go?
Oh, did he cast it with his spell?
Yeah, I
Or no?
casted it with lingering composition.
Okay, I missed
you
that.
do
yes.
you do need to do a performance check to see how long it lasts.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I would have said that if I saw it. So yeah, you can retroactively do the performance check.
one moment.
I guess I should take that into the performance check.
Click.
Standard difficulty DC.
17's a success.
So 3
Or-
rounds. It lasts.
Yep.
For.
Okay. So yeah, everyone's still remembering that catchy, courageous melody.
Mhm.
So much
Very
Spanish
uplifting
guitar.
tune.
But yeah, Felix is gonna basically run after Regan, following.
Go for the light.
Yeah, going for the light
15, 20,
because the light is going away.
25. So it's 25 to get here. So it's one action to get outside.
You want to close the door? No. Okay.
Closing the door. Yes, I would like to close the door on my way out.
Okay. So second action was close the door. Third action was
Yeah.
to run out here onto the catwalk.
Yeah.
As
Do I have
you
any
run out
movement
here,
left, or
maybe. So you technically yes. So 5, 10, 15. You still have 10 more movement left. But as you run out here onto the catwalk, where Regan is, it starts to give way under the weight of two of you standing so close together.
Ooh. Ooh. Whoa, Felix. Too heavy.
I need reflex saves for both of you.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
This is amazing.
Standing over here next to the... Oh no! You have a hero point.
That is a 9 from Regan and a 19 from Felix. Do you want to use a hero point, Char?
It's funny if I don't.
Okay. Okay, so the I don't have a great way of marking this. I can do I'll do this. So this section I've marked here in white breaks. Felix, you are able to grab the ledge here on the south side, but Regan, you fall into the water. And you take 5 points of you take 5 points of falling damage. So I think you take half or something.
Half, yeah.
Okay, it's not a ton of damage for you, but you do fall
How
10
does it take
feet.
damage in the water, or is there no water that I'm? falling
There
on?
is water. That should
Have it again.
already reduce the damage by 5 or by half. Oh, maybe you don't take any damage at all, actually.
Splash.
Yeah, it's just
Very
a
high
splash.
diving board.
Okay.
I'm
Yep,
sure
you-
it's incredibly cold.
This
I
is the
don't
worst day
100%
of my
remember the
life.
falling into water rules. Actually, you know what? Let's look it up. We'll learn. I can't believe we didn't fall into any water last time.
It's been a very long time since anybody's fallen
Yeah, I
into
guess
water.
we really didn't.
If you
We've
fall into
jumped into
water, you can treat the fall as 20 feet shorter.
Okay,
Okay.
so then yeah.
So yeah, okay. So it doesn't hurt at all. You just fall down into the water.
It hurts
Um,
my pride. It's emotional damage.
I'm gonna mark you as prone here, Felix. So you lose the rest of your movement, but you're technically holding onto the ledge. While I'm gonna put okay, Regan's still here, but just in the water, underneath. Mayhem.
Well, this got nasty very quickly and changed my plans a little bit. First action, because I know spiders can't open doors. We're gonna run over here. Second action, close the door. Spiders stay inside. Third action will be to run over here, and I will start reaching into my bag. Actually, is it on my person or my bag? I will start, but this will be next turn, reaching into my bag to go for my rope.
Okay.
But that will be my 3 actions, is coming over to try and see what we can do to get Regan up.
All right. Yeah. You close the door on the other side that you had come from. Run
Yes.
over to the back towards where Regan had fell, and you start trying to fish around for your rope.
Yes.
I'm gonna. The spiders do not follow you out of the room. A couple actually do sneak under the door, but for the most part, they're out of the combat now.
Okay. Not en masse.
Yeah, not en masse. All right, Regan,
Spiders so.
you
aggressive.
fall into the water. What do you do?
I die. No. I guess I tread water and look up. I don't know if tread water has kind of a...
I guess it's just like an athletics check to, since you fell
I
pretty
think it's a
suddenly.
swim, right?
Yeah, you could just
Get to
swim.
Swim. Do a
So
little
yeah, give me if
swim.
you're trying to just kind of stay up.
Yeah,
Yeah, give me an athletics check to swim.
I'm the worst at this. Good luck, Reagan. A 6. I have no bonuses on that.
Oh.
I'm a cat.
That's true. You just start flailing wildly and start drowning.
Oh, already? That's a critical failure?
Yeah.
This is the worst. I'm just like face down in the water.
Because
I
yeah,
was not
that is a
those.
6 on a DC 16. So yeah, that is a critical failure.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. So
Cool.
all right, suffocation. I don't think it's gonna matter here, but
Suffocation rules are mean. That's why I was like,
holding.
Oh, they changed them. That's right.
Oh, did they change them again?
So, I mean, if you're holding your breath, you lose 1 round of air. You make no progress otherwise. Is critical
Right.
failure. But
And
suffocation,
how many
I think, is
rounds of air do you get? You get 5 plus your con mod. What's your con mod? It looks like it's +1, so you have 6 rounds of air, so you're down to 5 rounds of air currently.
Doing all right.
So 5 rounds. But you still have 2 actions left. You can try to swim back up to the surface.
I'm like, I have
So that
actions
kind of
while
pulls you under
drowning.
to like 15. Oh, sorry. Down to 15, not...
Still try and swim. Even with a critical failure, I could still try and swim.
Yeah, you just didn't... Yeah, you
Okay.
didn't make any progress, but it doesn't end your turn. So that was just 1 action.
This is a bit better. 17.
17, that is a success. You managed to kind of swim back up a bit. What is that? You move the water...
5 plus 5 per 20.
What's your speed? Your speed's 25.
25.
So you could swim back up 10 feet. So you're at 5 feet under the water. Go ahead and give me. You can continue swimming.
Yeah. Swim again. Ah,
Woo!
a natural 20. I'm so
Natural
good
20.
at swimming when I'm drowning.
Lucky
A
cat.
cat instinct.
You were just you were surprised by falling into the water so suddenly,
Yeah.
but you're able to make it back up and you catch your breath. You're still you're still at under the water at 10 feet. Okay. Sorry, you're not underwater. You're at the surface of the water, 10 feet below the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, Felix, you're up. It's
I'm
just an
gonna
action to pull yourself up onto the ledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend that action and get myself back up onto the ledge.
Okay.
You can come down here with me.
No. The reality is that, like, as you come up of the water, you're going to come back onto the same rickety platform that just dropped you. Felix is going to try to get away from the parts of this thing that might fall again. Maybe, like, getting closer to the ship. And is there any way to aid Mayhem's what's going to likely be getting out of the water next round?
You could
The best.
either aid his aid. Yeah, I think aiding his aid is probably the.
Can we
Yeah.
chain aids like that?
Yeah, you can chain aids. Aid
Okay.
is a skill check, so. Yeah,
Fair.
I don't see why not. So yeah, you can use aid to ready an action to like reach down, and once he gets the rope, you can help him pull Regan up.
Yeah, that seems like the best move in my mind. I've been picking over my spells, and how do I put this? There's not a lot in my list for oops, I fell in water.
I need another fortitude save from you. Secret one, please.
Blind. Roll.
Green question marks.
All right. You're starting to feel less itchy. But otherwise,
Spiders.
Mayhem, it's your turn.
All right, going to pull out my rope and going to try to help pull Regan up. If she can grab onto the rope, I will spend my my reaction to help hoist her onto the boat.
Okay. So yeah, you get your rope down and use an action to aid. Regan, there's a rope dangling down towards you.
I want to grab the rope.
All right,
If
you
I
can
can.
grab the rope and try to climb up. So athletics to climb. But
All right.
before you do that, Felix, roll your athletics check to aid Mayhem.
Click.
All right.
13's a failure. You gotta get a 15, but it doesn't hurt. It just could have helped Mayhem. So Mayhem, your athletics roll.
All right. Let's find out how badly this can go. That is a 15 on the die.
That's a
Or
success.
on the
So
total.
+1. So Regan, it's your turn. Get an athletics check.
Ooh, a 16.
Hey!
16's a success.
She's like digging her claws into this rope.
And on a climb, on a successful climb, you move a maximum distance of 5 feet. Okay, so you're up 5 feet. So you got to make one more of those, basically. So
Let's do it.
attempt again, and you keep the same +1 from their combined
Okay.
aids. I'll allow it to. I'm not gonna roll it.
I'd like to re-roll that actually.
Okay,
with
that
a
was a 3, so
arrow
you're
point,
spending a
'cause
point.
it's Gross. This is hard to reach on my athletics. Let me tell you.
I bet. Ooh.
It's an
That's
11.
Still an 11.
That's an 11. It is not a critical fail, but you don't make any progress climbing. You're kind of scrambling a bit. You're like, oh, my arms, my spindly wizard arms.
Yeah, I'm not built for climbing. Can't you just pull me up?
You have a third action.
I'm gonna try again.
All right. Climb away. It's an 8.
God.
So a total of 9.
9. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Still not quite right.
it's not going hot,
Okay.
but not traumatic.
Felix. She's dangling there. She's trying. You see her
She's
kind
swearing. She's yelling all manners of language.
Mostly sounds like yowling right now.
Yeah, just lots of yelling. Like the thing I want to do is to like offer an arm and help her up. But like, how? Damn.
You can,
Like, I
at this
think-
point, because she's like fully out of the water and is dangling there, you can attempt an athletics check to try to just yoink her up yourself.
Okay.
It is harder than the DC 16 to climb. I'll probably push that up a level. So DC 18 to pull her up.
Felix is a +3 to athletics.
Better than me.
I actually think the play here might be situational awareness, in that like Felix is gonna look around to see if the spiders have suddenly made like broken free, or that we have any other problems on our hands that might need to be taken care of.
Okay, so he's gonna start looking around and checking the area. I'll give you this one without needing to roll, but you spend your turn looking around, looking at the side of the ship to make sure the spiders aren't leaking out. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like there's any motion in the water either. Seems like the coast is clear. Mayhem.
All right. We'll spend an action to just try and haul Regan up the rest of the way if we can.
Okay. DC 18
Alright.
athletics.
Hey, natural 20 for
Natural
27
20.
total.
Okay, that is a crit. You managed to
So
pull
strong.
Regan up and out onto the boat.
Well, especially after I just ran off, I. All right.
She looks noticeably thinner with her fur all wet. And she just is like, ugh.
It's the robe hanging off.
Oh, I hate the water. Oh my
Well,
god, it's cold.
Try and take that a bit more careful. You okay over there, Felix?
A little itchy, but otherwise okay. I'm just afraid that this platform might give way if we all jump on it again.
That's fair. We should. Is there a good way to get around it? Guess that's the way back to the.
Yeah. I think we just take it one at a time.
All right. You gonna be okay, Regan?
We'll head down the road.
I'll line up gap behind you.
So we'll go, and I think we can leap a 5-foot gap without a roll. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, you can leap the
Okay.
5 feet without the roll.
Okay.
It's
We'll still
fairly
try to
easy.
be careful, I guess, because it's falling apart literally. But
okay. Yep.
we'll be taking it near the ship where it's probably a little more stable if it's connected to it.
All right, yeah, you leap across the gap successfully while Felix makes his way carefully around the corner, not wanting to lose track of the light behind him because he also can't see.
But also trying to
And-
space ourselves out so we're not all grouped up to break the thing some more.
Yes,
So-
this time. And Regan, you also managed to make the jump with ease.
Tentatively. Testing every board.
But you're able to kind of make your way back to the side of the building here. You can see this is one of the windows of the ship. And if you look down here, you can just barely see the walkway on the lower side of the ship is just slightly covered up by the water, so it's hard to see it down there from all the way up here.
I see.
But you can just make it out. But otherwise, yeah, once you get onto this scaffolding here, it's like a little bit more recently made or more well kept, and seems to hold stable.
All right,
As
then
you-
I'll keep following.
Make your way
Felix.
either back to the open door that leads into the office, or you can make your way over to the main road.
Is there any
Unless
other business?
there's something anyone wants, I think we're out of here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Now that
I'm
I'm
done.
soaking wet.
Actually, before we go, can I double check and make sure that the torch I dropped in the office before I jumped down didn't light the place on fire? Because
Oh,
Yes,
trying
you
not
can-
to light the place on fire.
Yeah, you make your way into this room, and you can see that. What's happened? Did I just duplicate you, or is it just broken? Okay, I don't. The UI is busted on mine. But yeah, you make your way into the room, and you see the torch there. It's kind of sputtered a bit. There's it's like dimly giving off light, and the floorboards around it are heated, but they haven't lit yet. If you
Okay.
go over and just kind of stomp it out, it shouldn't burn.
Yeah, I'll just make sure it doesn't burn anything down. I guess I'll retrieve my torch while I'm at it. If it's
Okay.
still functional,
Yeah,
if not, whatever.
It's still functional.
All right. And goes up.
All right. The torch picked up. You make your way out to the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feeling.
Is your place closer to here than?
wasn't hers just like a block away?
They're both not very far from here.
I
let's-
kind of want to check on my daughter. What's?
I'll bring
I
you
just-
the full
I just
map.
looked to the north and realized that all of those children were still there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
I-
ignoring them.
I
I didn't
honestly
remove them from the map.
no, it's fine. I just realized, just as it flipped, I was like, "Oh, what is this mob of people here?"
Yes. So from where you are, Zalara's house is like right here. It's this little brown house on the map.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
Yeah, so literally around the
Felix's
corner.
bar is to the north, some blocks away,
Okay.
up here somewhere. I didn't pick the exact building yet, but I will.
Should we? I want to go check
We-
on my daughter, but we should probably just do this while we're here.
I think we should go check on your daughter and the kids.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Whenever we go to her house, we're gonna have a different mystery on our hands.
Do you
Mostly
not
because of
show the
box we
kids
have.
the heads?
wasn't planning to.
But don't let them roll out of the bag. Don't do that.
She's
She's very serious about it. She's like, kids don't
These
wanna
are things
see
I was not
heads."
considering, so I appreciate you bringing them up just in case.
You're welcome. Whoop.
Sorry, I'm just measuring.
So yeah, we'll go go to the bar first.
It looks like a solid 20-minute walk, if not more.
Yeah, 800 feet. Plus, we'll call it 1,000 feet. That should be more than that. Yeah, we'll call it a 20-minute walk, so you're not like running down the streets. I'll get better time estimates later, but
I'm trying not to look suspicious in case the guards are around.
That's a good point. So
We're
sure,
going to
we'll
be
call
taking it with some, sneakiness, but not like super stealthy.
Okay. Yeah, I think 20 minutes with some stealth as you make your way through the streets is enough to reach the entrance of a building. We'll call it this building here in between these other ones, this long building. You make your way up to a townhouse, kind of wedged in between a number of other townhouses. It's got a nice-looking exterior, with a front door that seems to be. Would you have like normal tavern bar? My words. Did you have like a Western swinging doors, or are you going for like just a kind of standard door that you would typically leave open during bar hours, or what kind of door do you got?
It would be a saloon's doors. It would be kind of
All
like how do I put this? The kind of door that one could brace if you needed to, but it would be open most of the time. And I imagine above the door is a somewhat faded sign. Like burned into wood that says "Scripton Scrimshaw" with the picture of an open book on the side.
All right.
The door is probably been left ajar because kids ran in and probably didn't remember to close it.
Oh yeah, did you gave them a key to get in, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And hopefully good enough directions to get here.
Yeah. You can hear. So the door. We'll say it's got like the saloon doors, and then maybe there's like a front door in front of it that's normally kind of left open for these kind of occasions. The front door is it's ajar, and you walk up and you open it, and you can see the saloon doors there, and you can hear the voices of the kids inside in the bar area, and in fact you can see them. They've moved. They've like shoved some tables aside and have Lizzie, Mayhem's daughter, laying out on the floor in the center of the room, and the others are kind of waiting around nervously as you walk in. Actually, let me bring all the children over so I can remember who's here.
Is she? So she's still unconscious though, Lizzie?
Yes, she is. Swarm of kids.
Oh God!
The
I
children.
know they've overlapped you.
The children, they've swarmed us.
Hello, children.
Okay, yeah, here's Lizzie. And the other kids are just...
They're
They're doing various things. Some of them have found some of the food behind the bar. Because this probably doubles as your kitchen for most of the time. So some of them have started helping themselves to your food.
Have they been helping themselves to the drinks as well?
If there was any left, they could try to find it. The bar's
Yeah,
been closed for a minute.
There's probably not been much in the way of drinks since you haven't had the need to order any, and you've probably used up the any remainder since the last time you were open.
Hopefully they haven't found my actual reserve.
The kids notice you,
and
one of them runs up, the one who had still has the light following them around. Oh, you made it back. Did you get him?
Mayhem goes for the bag and then pauses because he remembers that Regan specifically told him not to.
She looks over. She's like,
Specifically told him not to.
very like silent stare.
And he just kind of pats one of the heads. Well, the one head that's in there. Yeah, he's dead, and so is his shark and his crocagator, whatever that thing was.
You got Gobblegut too? Wow. Yeah, all the other kids, yeah. You hear like the whispering, murmuring, astonishment.
How's Lizzie?
She's pretty bad, says one of the girls who has kind of red hair swept over her eyes. I don't know if she's gonna get better.
You can take her to temple. Anyone here know the nearest temple of Sarenrae?
Where is the Temple of Sarenrae?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I think it's no. That's me checking. I believe
Asking the
it's...
crowd of NPCs.
I think it's this one. I was gonna label the map in the break, but let me double check for you. It's a much further way away.
Oh boy. Well, I wasn't going to be taking her there. I was actually going to try and enlist some of these children to get her there.
They seem resourceful.
Well, and we picked up some coin that is probably rightfully theirs for the work that they did, but also seems like fair compensation for both them and for the church.
Indeed. All of these kids probably need some help from the temple. Your daughter just...
No kidding.
Oh yeah, I was right. Okay. Yes, the Temple of Sarenrae is just south of Castle Corvosa. And that is, as the crow flies... Whoa, I'm making a light. Or not making an AoE.
Ooh. Making a light.
Meant to do a ruler. As the crow flies, that's
Wow.
like 2,000 feet.
Wow.
It's not so long.
No, but I mean, that's less than half a mile, but straight. And there's a lot of roads in the way, so.
But yeah, so one of the kids has been there before and knows of it. Actually, the kid with white hair mentions it. The Dawnflowers Temple? Yeah, I know where it is.
If some of you can get Lizzie and the rest of the sick kids here, there, and Mayhem will, while he's still got his hand in his bag, start pulling out the gold and silver that they've recovered, to help pay for everything.
How much are you just giving them all of the gold?
I picked up 32 gold sails, so I'm going to give them all of that.
Okay.
I assume that will cover it. I've got silver as well, but
You know
hoping
how much
32
this
gold
would
should-
like usually cost?
You could either society or religion could guess at the cost.
I shall society. Wildly guess a 25 out of 19. This makes sense for me to know.
Let's see. For this, it's probably. I have to look at which specific thing it would be.
If it's one of the Treat Afflictions, that's a second rank, I think, now.
Yeah, what did they become? Okay. Yeah, that would be a second rank spell if it works right away. Which itself... Yeah, spellcasting service costs, which you would know.
Fees, taxes, shipping.
It would probably be close to 10 gold to get this done.
Okay.
So that's enough to pay for it, plus 2 others possibly, plus some more coin left over for the kids doing good work.
Are you sure you could trust us with that money, mister? We've done a
I
lot
don't know.
of bad things.
Are you gonna hurt? And he was about to say something, and he kind of stops. Were you gonna hurt her if I try to trust you with this? Should I have to worry about that? We did just kill a criminal mastermind, after all.
The kid with the white hair, just shakes his head. No, I would never.
If you're not gonna hurt her, then you've got nothing to worry about. So you can help get her someplace safe. Anybody else? Are any of the other kids in looking quite so bad?
Yes. Does anyone
no.
need immediate attention?
Yeah.
She's the only one who's unconscious. The others you
Okay.
can see have scars.
Emaciated for sure.
Yeah,
Just-
none are in need of immediate healing. They need food and shelter.
Okay. Well, we can arrange that. At the very least, anyone who's willing to help get Lizzie over there is welcome to whatever gold.
What do we do after that? The temple's not going to take us in.
Her father will come find you, I'm sure. And I don't know. And he looks at Felix. Are you using your bar for anything for the minute?
Not as such. Technically speaking, Zenobia closed the bar because I was suspected of doing many of the things that Gadrin was accused. But my hope is that by explaining the situation, we can both get the bar reopened again, and with any luck, find a orphanage that might be able to take in the kids whose parents we cannot locate.
Yeah, and we can hopefully get the rest of you back to your families if you have them still. But for now, you can stay here and be safe. We'll get you some food. Is this
Welcome to all
just
that you can find.
Sorry, is this just a bar or is this an inn as well?
It's an inn. There are rooms upstairs.
Okay. So some proper beds you may have to share. I don't know how many rooms.
In my head, there were 3. But Felix, I would have taken the slightly nicer one for my office and bedroom.
Yeah, I muted myself, but yeah, we'll say 3 rooms for guests and 1 for you. But yeah, you've currently kind of converted 1, so effectively 2 rooms.
The kids are welcome to take and build beds out of whatever they can find in the bar that is comfortable. Hopefully, there's enough of it left over to still be a bar at the end of it.
Well, don't give them carte blanche. I'll take it.
I should have brought my hammock, says one of the kids.
I suppose you can go back for it, but I imagine the guards are going to be all over that place soon. I wouldn't want to necessarily go back until we get everything sorted out.
We can find some odds and ends, like we have cushions that I would normally put down on the chairs for people to sit on that we can turn into pillows, and I don't know. Creativity can take hold.
All right. Well, I guess anyone who's sick or doesn't feel too good, come with me, says the white-haired kid. And I'll need some people to help me carry Lizzie. Actually, he would have just said Lizzie, not Lizzie.
Hmm.
But some of the kids come to help carry her. And we'll say about half the kids are going to make their way towards the temple.
All right.
I'm going to put them over there.
And I will pay them the 32 gold sales that I have.
Okay.
That's the wrong button.
And the others, at your suggestion, make their way up to one of the spare rooms and start trying to kind of set things up best they can.
Felix will
Oh,
literally...
it's doing it again.
It's that fun echo that it does, which is so weird.
Yeah, it's some kind of weird feedback thing, but
Is hopefully better.
Yes.
yep, better.
Sounds fine.
I have evidently figured out a thing to do to reset it. That's cool. Yep, Felix will help out in trying to find anything and everything that is soft and plush in the bar, and try to make what now looks like half a dozen beds, if not more.
Yeah, you've got some cushioned seats that you can take the cushions off of, and yeah, you we'll say you guys spend like 30 minutes, 20, 25, 30, something like that.
They can have this bedroll that's in my bag for some reason.
Oh yeah, I guess you had an adventurer's pack, so it had a bedroll
Yeah,
with
so
it,
it just
but
has a bedroll
Yeah.
in it. So
you
we'll
guys
ignore
live in
that.
the city, so it's not like you
Yeah.
really need the bedrolls.
Not going to be carrying that around for realsies.
Okay, so yeah,
No,
you
and
guys
how do I
take-
put this?
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Felix would try to making sure everyone has a place to sleep. The nearest idea I have is soup. Soup makes food go the furthest distance one can fathom. Whatever we have plus some good broth into a pot.
Okay. Yeah, you get that going. Is your intention to basically stay with them the rest of the night here, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that it is darn near tomorrow. And the best idea would be to get the kids comfortable, and then tomorrow go speak to the authorities.
We still have to deal with the Harrow lady.
Indeed.
Do we want to do that tonight? Or do we want to just deal with it after the
I
authorities?
want to do it tonight. But
We can
actually,
go-
before Regan is gonna, while Felix is looking for plush things, be like, a towel, please.
Of course.
The most strained voice.
Still just utterly soaked.
Just horrible.
If the kids
Try.
haven't started a fire like that, I think that would also happen. But we can leave whenever we all decide we want to go to. That creepy lady's house.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's creepy.
I mean,
She could be cool.
dead. Either way.
What's wrong with dead things?
Usually you know that beforehand. And also, did we talk about the fact that you summoned some sort of dead creature out of nowhere?
Yeah, we talked about that, remember?
Okay. Yeah. That's still strange to me. I'm sorry.
She sighs.
What does she do with the towel? Oh, just
What does
dry it
she
off.
do? Yeah, she's just she's
Jason just
She
going
eats
along
it.
with this. Yeah. Why?
she eats the
Right.
towel. Now she's full and happy.
You never want to go anywhere without your towel, don't you know?
It's true.
She dries
She's drying
off.
herself
Okay. Yeah. Yep. My brain did not make the connection. I was like, what kind of weird experiment is she about to pull off? I'm intrigued.
Just fluffing yourself up. No.
Okay, yeah, so in that time, you're able to get dried off, and if you're spending another like 15 minutes getting some soup started, it's about midnight when you've got things in a good enough place for the kids to handle the rest and they start eating and seem like they'll be good.
Oh, Mayhem is like at death's door. Do you want me to treat
I
him?
was going to ask in a nice way, but you were busy drying yourself.
She would
have another
eventually
10 minutes.
notice. So
Yeah,
you
you
were
could've-
like,
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind doing a little medicine check, that would
I've
be
also
nice.
learned some extra stuff that I'm actually going to do this time. 'Cause
Oh,
I keep not reading any of my feats. So,
oh my.
because I have medic dedication, which apparently, oh no, this only works at DC 20, so it's not really a big deal, I think. Yes. All right. So I learned that this didn't work because it's an extra HP once I do higher DCs.
Yeah, if you do a higher DC, you get a bonus 5 when you heal.
I can do. It's been an hour since the last time, but if
Yep.
not, we can wait.
Yes, it has been.
Treat wounds. Where's my? I should have just my assurance.
Oh yeah, I think once you
Did it unplug itself? Because it'll just end up
Um,
being a 15.
yeah, you can if you just use the
Oh,
treat
here it
wounds
is.
macro, it should just
Yeah.
let you when you roll the treat
Yeah, there you
wounds,
go.
it should
There it
just
goes.
give it to
All
you.
right.
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
that's nice.
So, yeah,
Yeah, it just didn't pop it in at first.
yeah. So using your your trained skills and assurance, you get a natural 15 and spend that 10 minutes healing Mayhem for 9 while Felix is cooking for the kids. So he's no longer at death's door, and you're all roughly the same. Was that 14, 15, 12? Yeah. Not, still a little bit injured, but
Yeah,
should be good
could be
enough for a
worse.
walk through town.
We'll be all right. All right. Well, at that point, then, once the kids are settled down, I think we'll leave to go see about this ghost person.
All right. So another 20-minute walk. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 20 minutes after midnight as you return to the house. You know what? I forgot to do a little thing. Hot sec. Is this the fixed? Sorry, I've messed up the map. I'm unmessing up
no.
the map. Where'd the map go? Between the two campaigns, I've made too many maps in too many different folders. Shoot. Okay. All right, you're walking down the street. Why don't you guys talk to each other while I re-export the map real quick?
Okay.
you have some time to converse.
Thank you for giving me a few minutes to get the bar feeling like a home again. I wouldn't have felt right just leaving the kids there in the cold.
That's fine. I didn't necessarily want them to be suffering. Just, we do have other things we have to do.
I don't remember, so I'm asking out of character. Did Mayhem mention that it was his daughter we were finding before?
He did.
Okay. And then he said, her dad will come for her.
Yes, he did.
Why did you say that? Why did you third person?
I don't necessarily want to show up for my daughter in this disguise. And I don't necessarily need them to know that I'm the same person as her father was. So,
I see. That makes sense. I think I would also be embarrassed if my dad picked me up from school like this.
Mayhem just kind of looks down at his outfit.
I think it's a truism that no matter what your dad does, it's not cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Your dad could be the coolest person ever, and the child would be like, that's not cool.
Whatever.
I can understand wanting to keep the mystique.
Less mystique, more trying not to get in trouble. Not exactly on the right side of the law to go beating up criminals, even if they deserve it.
Well, that's fine.
With any luck, we'll get a chance to explain our actions to the authorities before too many questions get asked. But Gaedren was a monster all the way around.
Oh, yes. I do not regret his death.
I don't think we'll have much explaining to do, I hope.
And I was going to say, if you two don't mind doing the explaining for the most part, I'll, you can take the credit. It's fine.
More than happy to, at least from the point of view of
Oh, yes.
exonerating myself from those actions, because Gaedren was in the process of trying to pin those crimes on me.
Yeah, it really works out for you.
We got plenty of witnesses now, too. All these children should hopefully be able to explain what was going on to whatever degree they knew.
Now, how do I
Sorry,
put this? I hope that at least it makes the city a somewhat nicer place in this small corner of it. It's a big city, and like I have no illusion that this was gonna make everything better all over. But at least there aren't 20 kids running around having to live in a fish processing facility.
The hell were they even making anyway?
Fish slurry. The question I have is who is buying the fish slurry?
That's a better question, yes.
Or were they just buying drugs and saying it was fish slurry?
Is Shiver made out of fish slurry? This is an honest question. No idea what Shiver's made
Yeah,
out of.
I don't know. I'm gonna say no. But...
You would know, Char,
Okay.
or Regan. Regan would know that it is made, I believe, from a venomous spider.
Oh yeah, it's made from spiders. Do you think it was? Do you think the spiders were in the ship?
We should have burned the ship.
I still can, but I'd rather us not burn things.
I didn't know they were so small. I figured they were big spiders.
I don't want to imagine what's in the rest of that ship.
My God, he's just keeping the spiders.
What's happening?
If there are bigger spiders, we may actually need to burn the ship down.
I don't think you need to kill the spiders. It's not their fault their venom was being used for something.
Well, less the venom and more the attacking indiscriminately.
They're spiders.
That
We're in
doesn't
their
mean...
home.
And we can still defend ourselves when they make their home in our home.
We have to go back and burn their home.
How about we just remove all of the ways to get to their home? They can be on the ship forever.
Okay, Regan starts listing facts about spiders. Like, did you know you eat 20 spiders every night in your sleep?
That's
Ah.
false, and I
There's
know that's
at
false.
least. It's like, that's not real.
There's no way that's true.
I'm very aware of what I eat in my sleep.
I
Not
never
spiders.
sleep. There's no way that I eat spiders when I sleep.
Okay, Foundries is trolling me.
All these
I don't know what's going on. It's like refusing to upload the map for some reason. So
That's
I'm just
fun.
we'll just do the same. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So, as you guys have this conversation, you eventually make your way to that same home.
It still looks the same. It's still here. It didn't mysteriously disappear. That's
No.
good news.
Still seems to be here. You notice though that there doesn't seem to be light coming from the door or the windows. Maybe she's gone to bed. Last time you were here, you saw some candlelight from the windows at a distance. There's some kind of like sheer gossamer kind of curtains
Knock,
blocking
knock.
the way.
Definitely spookier.
Walking up, peeking in the windows.
As you peek in the
Anything look
window,
different?
you notice that the whole place seems a lot duller. There's cobwebs that have kind of formed on various pieces of furniture, on the trees. A lot of she kept a lot of plants in that room,
Mhm.
and they seem to have
Ferns.
all wilted.
Oh.
Even the plants here outside, they were pretty vibrant. They had some nice little kind of purple flowers in these bushes. Those have seemed to wilt as well. They don't seem
Oh
to
my
have been.
god. I never detected magic on this stupid house.
Never did.
No, well now I am. Give me that.
You detect magic, and you're not picking up anything.
Oh, not even a trace.
No.
This isn't Magic House anymore. Either that or we time traveled, which I don't think we did.
Are there
Or at least
are
not outside,
footsteps
anyway.
from before as we left down on the
Oh.
ground? Like, is this actually the same house that we went to before?
Yeah, actually, you look around on the ground and you can see indents where you probably have the nicest shoes of the three of you, and you
Yeah.
can see what Mayhem's boots look like as well. They're also probably pretty unique. Imagine not that many booted people are walking up to her house, but yeah, looks like you see very similar feet prints here.
You'd think that Reagan's paw prints would be distinctive, but
Oh, true. Right. I forget.
I
Reagan's
don't
not really
wear
wearing
shoes.
Yeah.
Very.
So that's the most distinctive thing. I don't know why I dodged the
fancy
obvious
shoes, some distinctive
one.
boots.
Little feet. Well, I'm
There
very
are just
light,
so many cats
mine
around
are
here.
harder to see, but you can
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. There you go.
Are
There you
easier
go.
to miss.
All right, I'm opening the door.
Yes. Open that door.
Not even
What
a
the hell's
knock.
going on here? No, I'm opening
Oh.
the door. What the hell's going on here? If the door
Hello?
opens, that is.
Yeah, you reach for the door and open it. The handle's actually broken, and you're able to very easily swing it open. And you see inside the vibrant carpets that she had. Many of them have like tears and gashes in them. One of the chairs off to the side is broken. The table that she sat at is barren.
Is it look like a scuffle in here? Or just people going wild? Okay.
It looks more like a scuffle.
Oops. Close the door. Hello. Dead lady.
See any sign of her?
Hello.
Two of you enter and start looking around. Felix
Hello.
follows, and the door kind of just closes behind you. Regan,
Are there
you-
any light sources
Okay.
in this room aside from the two that we are?
No, there was a bunch of candles, but they all seem to have either been turned off or have burned out. Many of them have actually burned all the way, like the wick is burned completely out, like they were left burning.
We have your head and your tarot or your harrow cards. Do you want them back?
A soft voice echoes in the room. Yes, not that song. I'm sorry for deceiving you. As a soft red light begins to materialize, or kind of coalesce into the shape of a woman's body. and a translucent Zalara appears standing at the table beside you.
Ooh.
I take it you were successful.
Yeah, we and Mayhem will go in and fish around for a moment to pull out the harrow deck from his bag.
Every time you go for that bag, I'm a little bit afraid.
Gonna be the head one of these times. Let's pop up. Surprise.
Sorry, so you pulled the head
The
out,
harrow
or at
deck
least
out.
The
you
he-
just
the
got,
harrow
oh,
deck.
the harrow deck, not the head. Okay.
Not the head. Sorry, that was the joke. Is not the head is getting pulled out. The
I
harrow
see.
deck.
Okay. I was reading something. Okay. Seeing the harrow deck, she'll kind of float in your direction.
Right through the table. That's not weird at all.
Yep. Just passes through the
Ghost.
table.
Mm-hmm.
And as she gets closer to you, she was this kind of like translucent red. But as she flies closer to you, her body takes on like a kind of normal coloration, the kind of skin tone and hair color and everything that you saw of her briefly before. Oh, thank goodness you were able to retrieve it.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry for tricking you into doing this task for me. It was very selfish, but I truly didn't know who else to turn to. I told you
Guards
my
couldn't have handled this.
The guards? The Corvosan guard? I tried. I pleaded with them to do something.
Wrong.
But they just couldn't or wouldn't.
Gadrin's criminal empire was as such that he would have successfully hidden from the guards forever until someone took action.
The cards, I told you of my own last reading. I perhaps made a mistake of doing a single line. A past, a present, and a future, and when you only do one line of harrowing, you tend to lock yourself into a single fate. At the time, I didn't understand what that fate was meant to be, what the midwife represented for me, personally, but after performing the reading, I decided to take action into my own hands to try to get revenge for my son, who had thrown everything away to get my beloved deck back for me. I don't think it was worth it in the end, but I sensed something greater in his death and in mine, for it has led me to you. 3 of you. I went after Gadrin some weeks ago. I'm afraid I don't really know how long it's been since my death. He found me skulking around his hideout. I wanted to set the kids free, but they caught me before I could do anything about it, and Gadrin laughed at me as he severed my head from my body and fed the rest to his pet, she says, grimacing.
Sorry to hear that. And here Mayhem kind of looks at Regan and puts his hand back into the bag. Yeah, okay. So then he then gently pulls out her head and then pulls out Gadrin's head. I don't know if either of these bring you any solace, but
Do these spark joy?
I mean, hers is still in her box, I guess, so that's not the shock of, like,
Right, of seeing your
my own head, but...
decapitated head. I thought they would, but I think it's hard to say, but I feel like I've discovered something more important. That reading I performed for you, I think it was just the beginning of something more. I'm not sure what it was, but I don't think I can rest just yet. But you've done all that you need to do for me. I'm eternally grateful for what the three of you were able to accomplish tonight. Such speed as well. Allow me to remain indebted to you, at least until I can figure out what this feeling is. If you don't mind, of course.
So are you a ghost?
I think so. She says after a moment of consideration, seeming to not have tried to put that much thought into it before.
Oh.
I don't really know how this happened. I guess I was just filled with so much anger when he killed me. Just couldn't let things end the way they did. And I guess I didn't.
Is there a more final ending that you maybe still seek in that, like, the Harrow deck we recovered seems very important. It would be sad to not be with your family, at least.
She, assuming Mayhem you still have the Harrow deck in hand, right?
Yeah, well, he was offering them at some point, but she never took them as she's a ghost, so he's...
Okay, so you
Still got
might have
them,
like lowered your hand.
Yeah.
She looks in your direction and holds out a hand. It's, to tell the truth, I think it's the Harrow deck itself that holds me here. There's something the cards want me to do. I just don't know what it is yet. I need some time to think.
Should we leave them here, then, or either you two want them? I mean, I'd give them back to you if you can take them, but I don't know if...
I sense that the three of us share some kind of connection, at least. So honestly, the two of you are probably the closest thing I have to family now. She says, looking at Mayhem and then turning to Felix. The three of you get the sense that she means because you're all Varisians.
Just standing there, I'm just like, that's okay.
Just excluding catfolk for some
That's
reason.
all right.
In an actual genetic sense, okay.
Could have been
Yes,
adopted.
yeah,
but
and-
you know.
Yeah, the two of you would know that when she means when she says family, she means
She means
in the broader like Varisian sense of
Yeah.
family.
The way we mean family. I get it.
Hazoku.
The Fast and Furious definition of family.
Yes,
Family.
exactly. Family. Yes, family. And I didn't mean to exclude you, of course. She kind of floats, or like float walks over towards the door a bit. And then back towards the cards. There's something that's drawing me to them. I wonder... And she closes her eyes a moment, and you see her kind of... She had almost become, like, fully solid again. But she begins to go translucent. This time, instead of being blue, she becomes, like, kind of a translucent... Or, sorry, instead of being translucent red, it becomes, like, a translucent white. And then kind of turns into a little ball of light and, like, flies towards the deck of cards. And once the ball of light hits the cards begin to glow.
Oh.
Ooh,
I
it's
kind
like
of
a
want
little
to
ghost house.
Yeah.
I think you hear the voice echo from the cards. I think these will serve as my vessel for now. I
Right.
can't see you, but can someone say something?
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
I can hear you from here. And the ball of light will exit the cards and
Oh.
reform into Zalara.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes, I can't say I've ever seen anything like this before. I really wish I knew what it meant.
Have I seen something like this before? Is this just like a weird thing?
is this a
Religion or
Parisian culture
occultism?
thing?
Give me that
Uh,
cultism.
It doesn't seem like it's a Varisian culture thing, at least not offhand. Cultism.
A 13.
Yeah, Regan, you don't think you've heard of anything like this?
Mm. Oh, 16.
16 on occultism. Felix, you've read plenty of ghost stories. You might know that ghosts can sometimes be bound. They're typically bound to like their remains or a location. It seems like in some way she's bound to the Harrow deck. And you would know kind of roughly that ghosts can have some kind of unfinished many types of undead can have like an unfinished business that they need to resolve to fully pass, or they can be exorcised, which is a bit more of a violent expulsion. But she doesn't seem to be violent. It seems like she's being bound to these cards in some way.
No, but definitely the unfinished business. She's saying that she feels like she has something left to do.
I feel like it somehow relates to you all, but given that we've only met today, I can't really say how or why or what.
Well, I can't take on any more work. I have a test. Oh, I don't have time for this, really. Regan, like, rubs her ears a bit. I gotta get back.
It's a mystery that I can ruminate on my own, I suppose. She says, turning back into the ball of light and entering the cards again.
Ooh.
If we all took part of the deck, would we be able to talk to her separately? Like she could pass communications, so if she needed to get a hold of us for some reason? Because it sounds like Regan has a test, and
I have a test.
Felix has a bar full of kids, and Mayhem has a daughter to go pick up. But if Solara had some reason to contact us, would we be able to divide the deck so she could just reach out to all three of us?
Are you asking that out loud?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Ruminating on that out loud.
I'm not sure. We could try. The voice says from the cards.
I'll try to divide it into about a third and hand over cards to Felix first, and then another third to Regan. And
let me try to concentrate. Regan, can you hear this? Regan, you hear a voice inside your head
Ooh,
that no one else hears.
I can hear.
I think this works. Felix? Hello?
Yeah, I think it's working.
Mr. I don't
Couldarn.
remember if you said your name. Couldarn. Mr. Couldarn. Oh, good. And then she stops speaking in your minds, and I think this works.
Right, that's easier.
well,
Oop.
if you can figure out what the hell's going on,
If you wouldn't mind, actually, though, keeping the cards safe outside of their case is important to me. I do have some spare cases in the back room, though. If someone wouldn't mind going to get them.
Yeah.
Okay. Felix makes
Regan.
Regan
Does
beat me
Felix
up.
the cat
Cute.
is a character
Yeah.
in my head.
There's a poll.
So I look
That's
at Black
me,
Cat and I'm like,
Felix.
Felix the cat. Regan makes her way to the back door and sees the kind of like
It's like a long
rear
line.
area where there's some stairs going up to
Oh, I
probably
see.
her bedroom. And it's kind of like a loose kitchen area and some food. You would make your way upstairs. I don't have like an upstairs with this map. But you make your way upstairs into her room. She directs
GPS
you.
directions.
Yeah, she gives you GPS directions until you find near her bed there are some other very common looking harrow decks. The one that she has is really like her harrow deck is very nice, and is made of some kind of fine parchment. While these look like very old cheap sets. And she directs you to just empty those two sets out onto the bedside table, and then take the two cases for these other harrow sets.
Gather them up.
Mini harrow sets.
And then you return with two more deck holders.
I'll pass them out. Or I'll give them to Felix, one to Felix, I guess, because I guess Mayhem has the other original.
Yeah, I've got the original still, so let's hold on to that.
I'll just make a copy of these. Give you each one. Okay. Well, with that, you each have a third of the harrow deck.
Well, thank you all for a wonderful evening of killing bad people, I guess.
It was a wonderful evening.
We managed
Except
to right
where
a
I fell
wrong.
in the water. And the crocodile.
And the
You did
shark.
right or wrong, yeah.
And the shark.
Shark.
The other stuff was good.
Spiders.
Spiders. Oh gosh.
Yeah, not the most pleasant way to spend an evening, but thank you both for helping me get my daughter back. I'm gonna go see her now, actually.
You should. And Regan, I hope that we did not manage to ruin your test.
When is my test? I know I have a makeup test. Was it like?
Oh,
It's not like
it wasn't
tomorrow, right?
Later
no,
today
it wasn't
now.
tomorrow. I think I believe what I said. I would have to go double check, but I believe I said that you have like a week or two.
Okay, that's what I
before
thought.
the makeup
I
test.
don't know. The way
happens.
Reagan's talking about it, I thought it was like later that day.
You don't
But you do have a
understand
lot of
how
studying to do.
little I have studied these other subjects that are
Oh.
frankly useless to me.
Mm.
So, like 2 weeks is really not enough time.
That
Crammed.
skeleton summon was amazing, so I'm sure the rest of your test is going to be easy if you have that mastered.
See, that's what I'm good at, and it's not taken so well at the academy. They think I should. They really like summoning, which it's summoning, but you
Diversify.
know, yep. They want me to diversify my mental portfolio, which is just, I gotta do it.
Sometimes when you're good at something, you just keep doing it, right?
Yeah, but I don't really want to drop out. Not yet.
The student
Yeah.
discount is too good. I get it.
Yes, I get so many spell books. Oh, there's so many. They're so fun to read.
I'm sure there's other good reasons to stay in school.
Other than books?
Education, better paying jobs,
It's our
you know.
education. Oh. Well, I'm not interested in a better paying job.
Kids these days. Save for
Make your
retirement.
way towards the door and open
I
it.
don't know how old I am. Tell me, how old do you think I am based on looking at me? How much do you know about catfolk?
I don't know, but you're younger than me.
You know how
Don't even
long
care
I
to
live.
argue that. Just gonna assert it.
We have
You're
9
younger than me.
lives.
Felix, the last one out, closes the door as you make your way out onto the streets. And I presume from there, split to go your separate ways.
Yes, we'll
Yeah.
find
Indeed.
an alley and swap into regular Tullios
All right.
on our way back.
Okay. So, the party goes their separate ways for the evening. You all level up to level 2.
Ooh.
And we will continue with the aftermath next time, which will be in the new year. Yay!
2024.
2024 is upon us shortly. So thank you all for joining us. I hope you all had a fun session. You made it through chapter 1 of book 1. So
Yay.
we'll see what happens next time. I never do this. I think I used to do it, and then I stopped doing it because I felt weird about it. But hit the subscribe button, like and share and follow. We need more subscribers, please. I know you watch. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. It's not a big deal, but if you want to, you can. Otherwise, we stream here live on twitch.tv/thirdaction Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. If you want to come say hi, drop some emotes in the chat. I will giggle when I see your silly comments and face palms, as Arca has been doing. Otherwise, yeah, we've got 2 weeks off from here as we get into our holiday season. So I hope you have a nice winter break if you're doing that sort of thing, or summer break if you're in the southern hemisphere. That's always fun. Yep, that's all I got. Good night, everybody.